Your brain is not fixed. It's not locked in at some IQ you were born with. It's constantly adapting to what you do, what you repeat, and what you ignore. And that matters because you only get one brain, and it's going to be the brain you're using for the rest of your life. So if you want to become smarter, more focused, and sharper over time, you don't need some gimmick, some supplement, or a hack. You need to understand the way your brain actually develops, and then align your daily habits along that process. In this video, I'm going to break down 3 science-based, proven ways to actually become smarter. Not in some motivational way, but a biological, systems-driven approach. Method number 1, train neuroplasticity through difficulty. Your brain has one core superpower that constantly adapts the way you approach everything. Neuroplasticity. It's your brain's ability to rewire itself whenever you face something difficult. Every time you struggle with something, a new concept, a skill, a hobby, whatever it is, your neurons fire together in a new pattern. And when they fire together repeatedly, the connection strengthens. That's how adaptation actually happens on a biological level. But here's what most people miss. Those connections are only formed when faced with a challenge. Passive learning isn't going to do it. Scrolling through notes you've already written, rereading all of your highlights, and watching YouTube videos isn't enough. Those feel productive, but they're barely moving the needle. Your brain gets smarter when you're actually forced to work. That means learning something that's slightly outside of your comfort zone, actively recalling information instead of rereading it, solving problems before looking at the solutions. This is why learning a language, playing a guitar, taking on a complex sport challenges your brain in a way nothing else can. Difficulty is a high beam signal to your brain saying, hey, this is important, and your brain adapts to only what it finds important. If you're serious about making yourself smarter, I want you to ask yourself this question. What am I doing right now that feels uncomfortable, slow, or frustrating? That's not an area you're failing. That's your opportunity for growth. Method number 2 is repetition builds intelligence, not talent. If active learning is what creates those initial neural pathways, repetition is what reinforces them. Every time you repeat a complex sport, an instrument, a new language, your brain adapts by creating myelin. This is insulation around neurons that make them travel faster and more efficiently. More myelin equals quicker thinking, efficient responses, and faster recall for memory. This is why experts always look smarter. They're not naturally smarter. Their neural pathways are just insulated with more myelin, so they're able to think faster. But here's the mistake most people make. They repeat the wrong things. If you continuously repeat distraction and repeat scrolling, you get better at being distracted. Same thing as if you consume shallow content, your thinking becomes further scattered. Your brain is amazing at becoming better at whatever you repeatedly ask it to do. This is why consistency beats intensity every single time. Reading one super challenging book is not going to do anything for you, but reading regularly will change the neuroplasticity in your brain. So if you want to become smarter, you have to design repetition deliberately. This can look like one concept you're going to revisit daily, one skill you're going to develop weekly, or just reading a book a month. If you truly want your intelligence to compound, it's going to come in the ways of silent consistency, not big, grand acts of determination. Method number 3 is by far the most backed by science. Protect your brain's ability to recover. This one's a non-negotiable, and it's massively underestimated. Your brain is not growing during effort, it's only growing during recovery. Sleep, movement, and active rest are not optional. Those are catalysts for increasing your overall intelligence. During sleep, your brain does so many things. Here's just a few. Consolidates memories, strengthens learning pathways, clears out any sort of static of scattered thinking, and resets attention, mood, and emotional regulation. Without enough sleep, your brain is literally going to lose its ability to focus. So as much as you want to push yourself to learn as much as possible before you enter a new semester or whatever exam you're trying to cram for, you must pace yourself and apply adequate sleep. But sleep isn't the only thing that matters. Exercise is also crucial. Constant circulation of blood throughout your body with exercise also leads to more circulation to your brain. This boosts a bunch of super complicated chemicals that I honestly don't understand, but every study I looked at pointed that towards better overall focus and ability to pick up on more challenging concepts. Now, most people are going to take the approach of sleeping less, sitting more, overstimulating themselves with caffeine and every other supplement to make sure they can study more, but you're going to take a different approach. If you want your brain to perform at the highest level possible, you have to treat it like an organ, not a machine. So get that consistent quality sleep, Make sure you're being active throughout your week, and you're taking care of your nutrients. Now, putting it all together so you can walk away with something tangible for this video, here's what I want you to do. I want you to practice being more focused by picking one thing that you can do every single day, every week, or every month that is tangibly challenging yourself. This can, again, be reading a book a month. It could be picking up a new hobby that you work on every day. Whatever it is, you just need to slightly challenge yourself and constantly get out of that comfort zone. I promise you, if you do this, you are scientifically proven to become smarter. Not only are you going to be better at the skill you're trying to acquire, but you're going to have more aptitude when it comes to picking up new skills. You're going to build technical acumen and things you didn't previously understand because you're going to have a better approach to learning problem solving in general. So if you truly want to brain max and become smarter, take everything I share with you in this video. It may not look different in a month from now, but in 6 months, I promise you, you're going to feel and be smart. I'm Evan Berger. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'm sure one of the ones on the screen next will absolutely help you out even more. Thanks for watching.